Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to read you a number of articles, and then I will get to my analysis on this breaking news. The Washington Post, planting distrust, not evidence. Trump's latest effort to impugn the FBI. New York Times, Trump baselessly suggests FBI planted evidence in Mar-a-Lago search. MSNBC. Newsweek, Donald Trump suggests FBI agents planting evidence at Mar-a-Lago. Independent, Trump baselessly, so they got the memo also. Whenever it's, hey, Trump was installed by the Kremlin, it's never baseless. It's actually a possibility that needs to be investigated. It's actually unverified claims against Trump. When Trump makes an allegation, it's completely baseless. Anyway, Independent, Trump baselessly suggests FBI planted evidence during Mar-a-Lago. So, Donald Trump believes, for various reasons, by the way, that it's possible, or that he thinks that they planted evidence because they're desperate, okay? The fact that we don't know what they did and why they raided Mar-a-Lago proves that the man is innocent. If they, in 2016, 2015, did the same thing to the Clintons, the home of the Clintons, we would know, that's because she had servers with top secret intelligence on them. How she transferred with her team special access program intelligence and classified data onto servers running outside of the United States government, nobody knows, and that is a crime. It is a crime to own computer servers outside of the United States government with top secret and special access program intelligence. It is a crime to transfer that information outside of secure government networks. Comey knew, and then he said, well, no rational or reasonable prosecutor. So then he gets into the psychology. He psychoanalyzes a hypothetical prosecutor saying, well, nobody would really want to prosecute. Yeah, anyone would. Okay? It is not even possible to do that. It is a crime to transfer top secret intel from secure government networks onto computer servers that could be hacked by the entire planet, and they were almost certainly were. Okay, so you would know if the Bureau went to the home of the Clintons. You would know why. Okay, with Hunter is a litany of things. You would know what illegal narcotics, firearms, everything. Okay, he shouldn't be able to own firearms because he has a history of either criminal behavior or you have the videos of him. He was arrested once, or he has a history of violating the law. Okay, you can't get a firearm if you have a history of violating the law or breaking the law. Okay. Aside from that, he has videos of him weighing illegal narcotics. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so you would know why. You wouldn't know why they would go to Hunter's home. Okay, so you have Hunter here. No, he hasn't been arrested, but he's on. He lied pertaining. That's what it was. He lied pertaining to drug use. So he lied. As I'm looking right now, no. So he's never been arrested, obviously, because of who he is. But he lied on an application to obtain firearms. Okay, yet another example of laws not protecting society. But here. Then his girlfriend threw his .38 into a dumpster, and then the Secret Service got involved, according to Politico. Then there are emails and voicemails and text messages and financial records showing that he sold the country out. And there's 150 suspicious financial transactions, according to CBS News. And there are emails where corporations are asking him for favors, and then you have Joe forcing out a prosecutor. So you have to read the actual emails. 10%, he says he's giving 10% of his earnings to the big man. You have Tony Bobulinski, a business associate, that is saying, yeah, the whole thing was a racket because Joe was vice president. And as vice president, according to the New York Post, Joe met with his business associates at the West Wing. Okay, anyway, hit subscribe to this channel right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'll have a live stream later tonight. Hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel. I'll do a segment today or tomorrow, probably today. They're like, oh, look at inflation. It's like, no. Productivity is still is down. We have inflation still at 8.5%. And I believe core inflation went up, but headline inflation went down. So we'll get to that. But the numbers are still like in the stratosphere. And you have interest rates going up. Real wages are still down 4.4%. We can go on forever. It's a terrible economy. Michael Burry says corporate profits are going to decline and the market is going to tank. I've been saying that, and he knows infinitely more than I do. I've been saying that since last September. That's when I started the Stock Market Crash channel. I predicted everything that's taking place. You'd be very foolish to think that the market and the economy is going to go back up. Hopefully it does, but it unfortunately ain't going to happen. The reason he thinks that they planted evidence is here. Kevin Kleinsmith pleads guilty to altering an email to seek surveillance warrants against Trump campaign advisor Carter Page. Ex-FBI lawyer admits to falsifying documents in probe of Trump's campaign. They had to falsify documents, and he pleaded guilty to that. Then, you could go back in time. Connolly gets 10 years for protecting mobsters. The Cape Cod Times, the former FBI agent will be serving his sentence for racketeering obstruction of justice immediately. So, and John Durham prosecuted this case. A former FBI agent once hailed as a hero in the fight against the mafia was sentenced to more than 10 years in prison for protecting his top mob informants in a case that led to new Justice Department guidelines for handling criminal informants. So that was a real, very sordid situation. Okay, where you had a top FBI official basically committing crimes alongside organized criminals. Okay. Now you have the situation where they didn't go after people who actually committed crimes. So you have these articles, Trump, at the same time he's trying to disparage the Federal Bureau of Investigation, he's saying they should be leveled against Hunter. Yeah, because Hunter committed crimes. You could see him weighing illegal narcotics on a video. Well, what more do you need? What more do you need with Hunter and the videos and voicemails and emails and financial transactions and businesses where he's getting hundreds of millions of dollars from companies serving as as fronts for intelligence agencies? Well, what more do you need? What more do you need? With Clinton, there's a litany. It's not just top secret intelligence on servers. It's a foundation serving as an intermediate between wealthy individuals, billionaires, corporations around the world, and their pockets. So instead of just stuffing their pockets full of dollar bills, they go through the altruistic foundation. It's not rocket science. You can look at the history of the Democratic Party. It's Tammany Hall. There's something called honest graft in Tammany Hall. Now we have the 21st century version of honest graft. But anyway, this isn't rocket science. They go after one political side, and they shield another political side. It is not difficult to understand. You would have to be completely partisan not to see that. If Comey had the same type of... If the FBI is simultaneously raiding the homes of Democrats who are accused and have evidence of criminal wrongdoing, and they're going after Trump, that's a different story. But they don't do that. And if you have the Washington Post, the New York Times, MSNBC, CNN, Vanity Fair, Esquire, Time Magazine, Rolling Stone, the New Yorker, New York Magazine, The Atlantic, BuzzFeed, Vice, you have all of them writing investigative journalism, investigating the crimes of Democrats. Fantastic. But they don't. They cover up the crimes. When Mashed Potato Brains was accused of actually committing the crime that Trump was in a very bizarre hot mic joking about, they ignored that, went after the accuser, and tried to exonerate and protect Biden. But with Kavanaugh's believe. Trump believe. Biden and every other Democrat, they don't really want to believe, actually. You know what? The person making the accusation, they had financial problems. So these are absolute hypocrites. And that's why he thinks that they've planted things. In addition to using a dossier that Clinton literally purchased. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Be here for the live stream tonight. If you want to support my work, my Patreon is below in the pinned comment. And if you want to share this segment, please do. We're almost at 200,000 subs. Want to give a super thanks. Thank you so much. And like I said, hagoodman.com. You can read my writing in The Hill, the Huffington Post, Salon, the Jerusalem Post, the Federalist, other publications. Be here for the live stream tonight.